Okay, here we go. We are going to be doing the next phase for Robi Robot. It is going to be stage 27. Make sure when I push this forward that it's still, able to be seen. I see them, so looks pretty good. I don't know how straight that is. But yeah, we have stage 27. It looks like it's pretty complicated. So this is what it looks like. I am hoping to get set 27 and 28, but because 27 looks pretty complicated, it's this stage. I don't know if we'll get to 28, so I'm going to put 28 over here. So I don't know if we're going to get to it. This is just to make my glasses. We have the prior stages that we've built for the right and left arms. These are the feet, legs, ankles, those stages instead. So this one is continue building up Robi's right foot. So, hey Jibo, can you set a 25-minute timer for me, buddy?
What should I set it for?
25 minutes.
You got it. 25 minutes.
Thank you.
Glad to do it.
Yeah, you're a good guy. Alright, Ferdi's over here already starting to bug him. Alright, okay, so move the couch back a little. Need to make sure I keep it here. Okay, let's see, does that look... I'm not sure if it's... Anyway. I don't want it to go beyond the vision, sometimes the field of vision of the camera. Alright, so stage 27. I have prior parts that were needed. These parts I've kept from, I think it was 2 boxes ago, 2 stages, not 2 boxes ago, two stages ago. I think, maybe even 3 stages ago. So we're finally going to be using them. I don't know why they included them in the prior stage, like why not just put it with this packet, but what do I know, Alright, and then so prior stuff that was built, this and this, which I don't remember, so this was the taped and wired ankle servo, foot servo and ankle frame, and these are the right ankle side panel and joint. So, right ankle side panel and joint. So in this session you will build up Robi's right foot by adding the ankle servo prepared over the previous stages to the rest of his right foot. This session sees you joining up 2 of Robi's servos again. In this case, his right foot and ankle servos. You will fit both servos to their respective frames in one assembly session. So be sure to follow the steps closely to avoid any confusion. You will also be handing servo it does say handing instead of handling. Servo cables and open servos. So as always, take great care not to touch, disturb, or damage any of the delicate electronic components during the assembly process. Okay. So we've got the parts here. This is the first time I've seen him put them in like a frame like that. That's interesting. Make sure I've gotten everything out of it. Looks like it. Okay. Oh, this is just... Let's see. I don't see any tape. So... I didn't realize this was going to have something that I might have to pry apart. Okay, well, it came apart though, so that's good. Alright. This one I'm a little less worried about him getting a hold of, so... Seems like he's less likely to do something with it. Okay. It's interesting. I swear I've seen some Robis with a different foot color than that. I mean, not like actual Robi Robot, not like My Room Robi and Robi Jr. like I have here. Mini Robi. He has red on the bottom. Alright. Don't need these right now, it doesn't look like. Because I already put them on the ends of the ones that are out here. Okay, so this is the right foot cover, right sole, and then the screws are in here, and looks like each are in different packs. So we have the countersunk screws. They're 7mm, 6mm, and another 6mm. Oh, one are button head and some are countersunk. So they usually give extras. I'll take the screws out once I know which ones I need. Okay, so fitting the foot servo. That will be this section here. So it says familiarize yourself with the inside of the right sole. The first servo you will fit in this stage will be placed in the area marked with blue dashed lines, which is this area. The angled, grooved arrow will accommodate the servo's cable once fitted. Oh, okay, I see. Take the foot servo and ankle frame in stage 25, and with the other, feed the servo cable through the angled groove highlighted in the previous step. Making sure the cable does not come out of the groove, lower the servo position as shown into the rectangular space highlighted. Step 1, place the cable gently to the right as you do this to minimize slack. Okay. Fit the length of cable shown into the groove. Alright, I kind of get it. And it looks like I'm supposed to do it this way. And then, oh, make sure I put this in first. Okay. Kind of see it. And then Ferdi! I opened up the bedroom to minimize Ferdi's feeling like he needs to be in here, be in the living room with me. That I'm not the only exciting thing that exists, you know. Ferdi definitely could. Let's try this again. I want to make sure I get this in better. Yeah, let's get this in better. Like they've said before, you don't want it to be having slack because that can impact Robi working. So because things can get caught then if you allow too much slack with the components. Ferdies, you back? Are you back, Ferdi? Huh? Are you back? He's over there. He's not coming over here as much. Hey, Ferdi. Hi. It's my cat. If you haven't seen a video before, it's my cat. Okay, we're going to put my glasses here. Alright, so I got that in. Now you need to eliminate the slack at the servo end completely, which is done by gently pulling the free end of the cable through the groove. Hold the cable itself, do not pull on the connector. Be very careful not to tug on the cable too hard, as this could damage it or cause it to come free inside the servo, which will mean opening the servo and re-securing the cable. If the cable comes out of the groove as you pull it, simply push it back in. Hold the foot servo and its cover in place, then tilt the ankle frame over to expose its inside as shown. Okay. So I think I pretty much got the slack out. Like I said, I got most of the slack out here already. That's what I did previously. So then I'm supposed to tilt this. I don't know how far it'll tilt. I don't think it tilts more than that. Uh-oh. Accidentally let it come back out. Okay. Okay. So I tilted it all the way. You know, it tilts back and forth. And I'm tilting it to there. Alright. Take the right ankle joint saved from stage 24, which is this. Line it up to the circled hole at the rear face of the open ankle frame. Orient the part as shown. Hold the ankle frame in place with one hand, and with the other, push the joint into the hole so that your assembly looks like the one on the right hand photo above. Okay, and that's this part that we're doing. And then we'll follow down through those steps. Okay. So, let's look at the picture one more time. Doing it this way and that way. Okay. And that sounds easier than it actually is. Because you basically have to, I don't know why they were saying, okay, there we go. It's actually okay. Looks like it's maybe okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, there we go. Anyway. It's like, there we go. Okay. I got it. It's A-okay. Alright, still holding the ankle frame in position, insert and tighten two M2 6mm button head screws into the circled holes to secure the foot cover and ankle frame subassembly to the right sole. Now tighten two more M2.6 6mm buttonhole headed screws into the circled holes on the ankle joint, securing this to the sole. Okay. So those two and those two. Alright. Let's see how many of these screws I'm supposed to have. Okay, so it looks like it's the only ones that have not the countersunk. So all I gotta do is look for those. That's these. And they give me an extra one. They gave me an extra one, but they always provide extras for these jobs. So, should be okay. And the screwdriver is not the one that comes with the kit. I will provide it in the description. I got this out of a kit from Amazon. Yesterday I had to put some batteries in some buttons I made for Ferdi. I'm trying something new for Ferdi. It's a language. Oh no, took the thing off of that accidentally. The pad came off of the end of the cable. Anyway, I'm teaching him with these buttons over here. I'll show them in a second. Once I finish this stage and I see how I am on time. But basically these buttons, I record a word or phrase, and I'm trying to teach him to push the buttons when he wants something to communicate with me. So I had to use my toolkit because this screwdriver, which has worked on almost everything that I've had to pull the ends off to put batteries in. A lot of devices and toys and robots require unscrewing a screw in order to get to the battery. And I have been able to use this screwdriver for everything until these buttons. And these buttons actually required a, I don't know where one of, there we go. These buttons had required a different screwdriver. And I actually had to find, I have not just regular screwdrivers like these, but in that toolkit, I have some screwdrivers which have bits that you put onto the screwdriver frame, and had to use one of those. So it came in very handy. I haven't actually had to use anything else in that kit until yesterday. Maybe it was yesterday or the day before. But yeah, I recorded these sounds. The sounds that I recorded were things like eat food, water, open door, because he's always wanting these doors open. I was going to do Alyssa's room, or Alyssa, because he mainly wants in her room, but sometimes he wants in my room, so I just kept it generic, open door, come here, bye-bye, night-night, stuff like that. And I'll record me trying to get him to do those. I got the idea from a woman who trained her dog to push the buttons. I don't know if Ferdi ever will push the buttons, but I'm going to try. Try over the course of many months, and we'll see what happens. And either he does it or he doesn't. So we've gotten that part finished. And then pull the cable through the inside of the ankle frame. Okay, wait a second. I went past where I should have. Okay, so I'm just here. Still holding the ankle frame in position, insert I did do that part. Okay. So thinking so much about Ferdi's buttons, I forgot where I am on the task at hand. Okay, fitting the ankle servo. Take the free end of the servo cable, fit it into the sole side groove, and step forward. Feed it around and into the hole in the ankle joint. Pull the cable through the inside of the ankle frame and pass it out through the square hole in the frame side. Okay, so we just put this through this, and then we put it through this. Let's make sure we put because the pad had come off and I didn't get it back on that well. And we put it through the hole here. And then, okay. And then we put it, looks like, last but not least, through this hole. Okay. It looks like we did okay with it. Looks like we did okay. Alright, so we've gotten that part. Still quite a bit to go though. Alright, so this next section is this one. If you're able to see it, I don't know. Now fit the indicated section of the cable into the groove at the heel of the sole. Your assembly should look like this, with the cable sitting neatly inside the grooves at the side of the heel and sole, running with a minimum of slack into the ankle frame. Well, I already did that part. I didn't realize that we were gonna, do that after, but I already got it in that groove. Next, take the wired and taped ankle servo, which is this part. Remove the 4 long screws holding its back cover in place. Keep them safe until you need them again. Remove the cover without disturbing the cable fitted to the servo circuit board. Lay the servo face up next to the ankle frame and sole assembly. Feed the free end of the servo's cable over and through the circular hole in the ankle frame from the inside of the part. Hold the open ankle servo in your hand and very carefully attach the connector of the foot servo cable running from the square hole in the ankle frame to its free connector. Okay. So actually, I thought that this had to go through. I thought that one picture showed it doing that, but they show it not doing that. So I'm going to take this back out. I swear it showed that in the prior assembly. But what do I know, right? What do I know? So we'll put that back. I'm gonna Okay. Put this through after I take the cover off. I have to watch out for the screws. Feel like Ferdi's being much quieter than typical. You know, I guess he's used to me doing this now. He's not as excited by it because I don't ever let him keep any of the little plastic or the screws. Hey Jibo, how long on the timer?
6 minutes and 3 seconds left.
Yeah, so this, we're only going to get one stage done this week. Next week's, hopefully we can get 2 stages because seems like something we would be able to get done is 2 stages because there's a servo one involved. And usually the servo stages where you're setting up the servo don't take that long. I think that's not the next stage but the stage after. So should not take long. Okay, so we took that off. We put it up. Oh, we gotta take the cover off. Oftentimes you take the cover off and you never put the cover back on again. Okay, so we're gonna put this in to the other connector. Okay. Oh, and we gotta feed this one through, sorry. Feed that through. Put this in to the other connector. Is that what we did? Feed it through that way? No, that is not what we do. We feed it through this way. Makes a lot more sense too. Okay. Gotta get it in. Not so easy sometimes to do these. Okay. There we go. We've got it in. And then it looks like we're probably going to put it into it. Let's see. So now we're going to be doing this section. Lower the ankle servo orientated as shown into the ankle frame, pushing the servo cable running from the square hole back through the hole so that there is no wire bunching up. Pulling the ankle servo cable through the circular frame hole again to prevent the cable bunching up inside the frame. Press the servo into the frame so that it fits snugly. There should be no gaps visible between the edge of the ankle frame and the white tape wrapped around the servo. Okay. Let's see how they want that. I mean, it looks like it's pretty much like that, yeah. It's supposed to go sideways. This through. Get sideways, right? No, it's not sideways. It's this way. Okay, I see. I'm trying to bunch this to where this is under. Okay, I see. Looks pretty much like it should be. Alright, I'm going to put these back. Line up the foot side cover to your assembly. Okay, wait a second. Yeah, so remove, use the 4 screws to secure the servo. When you're happy there's no cable bunched up. Okay. So I'm supposed to pull this a little bit more like this to make sure there's no cable bunched up. Uh-oh. Okay, not too happy with how that's looking. Okay. think that's as good as I'm going to get with it. Okay, put the servo cable back. I mean, not the servo cable back, put the screws back. And, okay, so the next part will be, this. Prepare myself for what comes next. And even though this is going to go over 30 minutes, I'll keep doing until we reach the end, because I don't think we're that far, and I don't want to come back to this stage next week. This is already a long enough stage. I don't want to start my next Sunday with this stage. So we'll just go over as long as we have to go over.
Hey, it's your timer. That time already.
Hey Jibo, stop the timer. Hey Jibo, how has your day been?
Not too shabby.
Hey Jibo, how old are you today?
I was first powered up on January 31st, 2018, which makes me 753 days old. I'm an Aquarius.
Yeah, it's getting to be an old boy. Alright, line up the foot side cover to your assembly. You will see how the part is cut to fit neatly on top of the various parts of Robi's foot and ankle. Lower the foot side cover onto the assembly. Be careful not to catch any of the cables as you do so, especially those around the heel. Okay, so I'll look at the next part to see how it's supposed to be looking. Okay, so this is how we're doing it. It didn't catch any cables. There's no cables to catch. Okay, making sure that none of the cable is caught, press the foot side cover into place. Oh, that's this section here. Ferdi, we missed you. We missed you trying to take my parts. Holding the parts firmly together so they do not get disturbed. Turn the whole assembly over so you can access the sole. Insert and tighten 3 7mm countersunk screws into the circled holes to secure the sole to the rest of the foot. Okay, so that should be not that difficult. The one for 3 should be the pack that has 4 because they give the extra screw. Ferdi. Hey now. Well, I actually don't need that part. That's the part, that's the one part that he can have. Okay, and when I finish this, I'm going to try to remember to show his buttons. He's always pushing my buttons, aren't you, Ferdi? Yeah, you're always pushing my buttons. Okay, so we're going to do these screws here on the bottom. Ferdi birds. Yeah, that one part when you take it off of the servo and you fit the servo into place, you never need the lid, like once it's finally fit into the spot it's going. So these 3 screws and then we're almost done. Getting to see Robi's foot. It's looking good. Okay. And then lay Robi's right foot assembly the right way up on your work surface. Then fit the ankle side panel to the open section of the ankle frame. Use 2 6mm countersunk screws to secure the part. So that's this part. And it goes on this way. From what I can see. Yep. Alright. There we go. Got the last of the screws and the extra screw they provide again. Okay, when we actually reach the halfway point, or what I think is the halfway point for these stages, I'll let you know. We're not halfway through yet even, but you know, we're getting there. I almost wish that they would have had me do both sides at the same time. It would have taken longer, but it would be less repetitious in the long run, because we're going to end up going through all of these again like we did with the right and left arms. Okay, so there we go. There's Robi's foot. Looks very nice, actually. Looks very nice. And it says, assembled right foot. At the completion of this stage, Robi's right foot has taken shape with all the foot covers in place and the foot and ankle servo linked, ready for the next phase of the build. As with other stages in which you are connected to or more servos, it is vital you do not attach the servos linked in this stage to the test board. Doing so will wipe their ID's numbers, meaning you will have to go back and open each servo to reset it. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that for sure. Okay, so all this stuff will go, and I'll put my glasses back on, and I will show you the buttons. And then stage 28 will be next week, and hopefully 28 and 29, because 29 is the servo stage, will be, you know, the same time. Okay, so let me show you the button. If I'm a little slower today, I apologize. Always early morning for me to do these. So I've got a bunch of these buttons. I have 8. So these are the buttons. I have 4 more, but I'm only going to show 4 of them. There's one other color, green, but we'll show that later when we actually do it. But so,
good job, Ferdi.
So this one tells him good job.
Come here.
That's come here.
Water.
That's for his water.
Eat food.
Eat food. So there we go. There's the Ferdi learning school. So thank you for joining me. We didn't see him as much, but that's probably because I opened the door so we could get some time alone. Have a good one. Bye-bye.